In true Nuggets
Why?
fashion, things weren't working right before the show,
Still not working right.
and they're still not working right. This is like D-Star night.
Yeah, so the problem we're having is the comments like Jim just put on the screen aren't there in the studio. You all can see them. We can see you guys type in, but we have to do it in a completely different window, and I'm already screenily challenged here. So I tried to do the connect.
Let me punch out and see what I can see.
Maybe it's just not syncing up. Oh, thank God he's gone. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the show. Tonight is Ham Nuggets. And as always, it is a live stream, and we try to ham along together. Oh, Sean, I can see you now. Thank you. So it just needed to catch up. And what we're trying to do is continue down the path of it's here. It just, we didn't have a comment. We're continuing down the path of working on the Retevis RT95 with the Toads digital interface. And this is like episode 4 or something. The first one, Hayden came on and helped us get it wired up, and then we were able to get audio in, but I was using Windows and it wasn't happy. So I switched over to Linux, and we were able to get audio in and start doing decoding with Direwolf. That worked great. So we made some great success was made. And then we moved over to working on the PTT circuit, and that worked great. We got that one done last week, and I was able to blow out my camera. You guys can see it kind of just a little tiny bit off screen. There, now it's right on screen. And every time I would PTT on the radio, it would blast out the camera. So I switched it down to low power. I think that's going to help out today. But so we have audio in and we have PTT. And now that we have PTT, we can test audio out, hence the thumbnail. Can you hear me? So we're going to see if we can make it happen.
That was quite a monologue. So Ed, Ham Radio John, which is some kind of weird Philadelphia thing,
Yep.
has been a member for 4 months.
Thank you, Ed.
He referred to Ham Nuggets as the Russian roulette of ham radio.
Oh, I like that.
I like that, Ed. That's good. And Ed also dropped a $2 super chat just because.
Thank you, Ed. So Russian roulette of ham radio. So that makes us, this is year 6 of Ham Nuggets. So we're the 6th-time rookie of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you understand Russian roulette, then that makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more funny.
We should be careful talking about that because someone at YouTube may be offended.
Oh, a boat in Baltimore exploded about an hour ago.
Let me see if I can find some news on that because I saw that.
I went live to a different stream, did I?
I didn't. I think you did. I'm not sure what was going on.
You hit the live button.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I was sitting there in Nuggets and.
Oh, I know what he's saying. I wasn't here when you hit the live button, and he thinks I went live to a different stream. Okay.
I gotcha.
My camera is blown out because I have my workbench lights above, because we're going to do some overhead workbench type stuff, and the light is right there above the camera. And when I bring in the overhead, then you guys got a nice view of the workbench, and that's actually what's a little bit more important. So the workbench is in great focus. Cargo ship exploded. That looks like a heck of an explosion. What was it carrying? Oh,
that's fuel.
Yeah.
That's absolutely a fuel explosion there. Passing near the remains of the F. Scott Key Bridge. That poor Key Bridge is just getting the shaft.
It is a major shipping lane, yeah.
Not much else. Just a picture of fire and...
As y'all know, I was born in Baltimore, and I did a lot of work in Baltimore, and I worked at the Tide Point Marina because they had an open 3rd floor, and I worked for a small business that was originally called TechnoSurf, and then later became advertising.com, and then got bought out by DoubleClick. And I don't know if DoubleClick is still its own entity, but TechnoSurf was the company that invented the personalized ad experience. So the more you clicked on an ad, the more we knew what kind of ads you clicked on, the more we served you more ads like that, so you would click more. And it worked out pretty well, but it was directly across the street from the Domino Sugar Factory. And one day I'm sitting there at my desk overlooking the marina. What a great job to have. And I noticed that the Domino Sugar Factory was all white. It's because it exploded and there was white sugar all over the outside of it. And apparently this happens often enough that nobody cared. So it was fun to walk into work and see that. I didn't see it actually happen, but I did see that it had happened.
Frank is pasting a link.
Uh-oh.
Different stream link. What?
Oh, Ed sent in another $2. Thank you, Ed. What is he doing?
That's weird.
Let's see what he says. Oh, weird.
Yeah?
Yeah, all right. I believe you, Frank.
Yeah, I just realized that the first one where I had popped out that chat, and now it's back to just showing your "Can you hear me" thumbnail with nothing.
We didn't do 2 streams. We didn't set up 2 streams. There's only 1 stream in the studio.
How weird.
I have no idea what's going on. Live streaming, isn't it great, folks?
Yeah, Randy.
I'm gonna blame Jim.
Oh, no. At no time has my hands left my arms.
You hit the start button. You hit the go live button. I see what Frank's
did,
talking
but
about.
I think what happened is you went out and clicked something. I don't know.
I just clicked refresh on the page, and when I came back in, it was 3, 2, 1.
Are y'all here? Is everyone here? If you're not here, raise your hand. Yeah, I see chat.
Yeah. If you're not here, raise your hand. I still can't see you.
There are 2 different chats going on. Hey, Tommy.
All right. Well, Frank, tell him to come over and join us over here. Thank you, Frank.
He was.
So,
yeah.
I had a wonderful monologue. I guess half of y'all missed it. I'll fix it after the stream. We'll get rid of it. So we've got that, which is the overhead desk, and we've got the RT95. We've got the breadboard we've been working on. We've got the Toad digital interface. We've got the Treedix RJ45 inline adapter coupler thingamajigger. James Whited.
How you doing,
James.
brother?
That is not the James that we saw at. Well, you didn't even see Jamie.
I never got to see. I didn't see Jamie at all.
And I might be pronouncing your name wrong, and that's my fault, not yours. I'm the idiot here. James Whited, and then that's a different James. And then there's Jamie Whitehead. And Jamie just went through some major surgery, and he's like up and about and moving around, and it's pretty awesome. I was really surprised.
What's up, Luke?
So,
that's my
not surprised that he was able to make it, but like surprised that, oh my God, like I didn't know you went through, crack your sternum surgery and are better now. So everybody send him some well wishes, and he's up and about, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Only hands account.
Those are geezer hands, buddy.
Really? It's just my suntan.
Okay. However, if I had to start an IV on those hands, I wouldn't have any problem finding it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right. I already have. I'm pre-arthritic too, so there's good news there. KQ1 USA, that is right.
Yeah, Sam probably
KQ1
knows
USA
him.
is a Marine. Was a Marine? Once a Marine, always a Marine. So he
Once
still
a
is
Marine,
a Marine.
always a Marine. Yeah, he's a retired Marine, I think.
Yeah.
I know he's retired. Yeah, I believe. Since there's no Marine base here, I think he's retired.
I need to share out my screen. Winder, share screen. That one.
Oh, my Nemesis our Nemesis just landed.
Oh, which one?
The Texas Nemesis.
Oh, the Texasis.
Yeah.
The Texorcist.
The Texorcist, yeah. There you go.
All right, so this screen that I am sharing out right now is the Direwolf screen that is decoding live over the airwaves, and I am. Oh, bye, Jim. Hi, Jim. And I am still in Colorado, so the Sking is probably the name of the peak that the thing is on, and then there is also Arbery that shows up, which is the Raspberry repeater. Digipeater Y2, probably Sking, and there's the Sheep. I'm seeing if I can find. There's the Arbery. And so we're getting APRS messages, and it's telling me that it is 38. So you got some GPS coordinates, 38 by 108. And then it is at 3,000 meters or almost 2 miles in elevation. That's crazy. Colorado's crazy. People don't visit Colorado. It's a silly place. All right, so that's that.
Darren Archer has been a member for 4 months. Thank you, Darren. VK4GEO.
And where we landed last time was we were able to PTT, but we weren't actually transmitting any audio out. So we got to troubleshoot the wiring down here on the bench. But I want to get the whole Kiss Util thing set up. And if you guys remember Kiss Util, I thought it was in there. Did I erase it all? Speeded up. That's an interesting folder. All right, fine. We'll have to start over with a new message.
And our friend Boston Johnny has dropped a $9.99 super chat.
Oh, I'm on the wrong machine. That's fine. Thank you, Jonathan. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Jonathan is already trying to buy. I bought an IC 7000, which I mentioned yesterday on my show in the morning. Yeah. And T.O. could not be on Ham Church because he was preaching the light and love of Radio Diddy.
I was working for the man
at a booth. He was working for the man every night and day.
There it is. Now I don't need to do that.
But I bought an IC 7000, and Jonathan's already trying to get it from me.
You got a hell of a deal on that. You got the radio. You got an external display because the IC 7000 has composite video out.
Yes.
Check to make sure that it's U.S. region based.
It is.
Okay. Because I thought that they removed that so you couldn't watch TV. Oh, no. It was something about TV tuning reception or something like that. I thought you could watch TV. There was some controversy about that radio.
Well, that's interesting. I haven't played with it on VHF, UHF yet. I've just had it on HF because I don't have a 2-meter 440 antenna plugged into it at the moment. But yeah, the external screen works. It's I don't know if this is going to reach. The screen is about, no, it's not going to reach. The wire's too short. It's about 4.5 inches diagonal, and it mirrors the display on the 7000. It looks really good.
All right. So Jonathan says he sent the chat before I dropped the Python quote, which I guess if he would have heard the Python quote, he wouldn't have dropped the super chat. Yes, Jim bought a couple of things.
Joe Brett, how did you not know this? Well, that was probably when you had audio issues or dropped out.
So anyway, there's some controversy about being able to have an external display and watching TV while you're driving. And for the U.S. market, ICOM was required to disable it by the government or something like that. So
yeah. I mean,
if I weren't flying, I would have been interested in buying it.
Well, I can make you a deal. Although Jonathan's got first refusal on it at this point.
Maybe later. These are all the old messages. Did we get the thing connected? Yes, we attached the client to the server, but we haven't had any new messages since the two. Oh, there's one. Since the two connected. Now we have one, and there it is. So Kiss Util just takes them and saves the inbound messages as individual files on disk, and then it takes outbound messages and reads them from disk and sends them out over the wire. So that was the message that we got while we were talking and looking to see if we had a message. So I used the cat command, and I said, cat is short for concatenate on Linux. And I said, take this file and combine it with nothing, which Linux understands that to mean combine it with standard input and give it to standard output. And there was no other input, so it combined it with itself and shoved it on the screen.
You remember that conversation we had the other day about how you wanted to change how you're presenting stuff?
I did. We did. Sure. What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying maybe the weed eater needs to be used.
What are we talking about?
Never mind.
Okay.
You'll think about it. You'll get it sooner or later.
You want me to trim it off a little bit?
I think you're getting a little deep in the weeds for our purpose. Remember, you said you thought you were too deep in the weeds a lot, and you wanted to do at a higher level.
Yeah. Jim got a CRT external 25-inch Trinitron for the 7000. That'll work. Doc Brad, thank you very much.
Yeah, Doc, that probably weighs 300 pounds. I'll pass on that one.
Trinitrons were heavy.
Yeah, a friend of mine donated one to the fire department when I was there, and it was like a 32-inch Trinitron, flat CRT screen. That thing literally was like 200 or 300 pounds. It was a heavy son of a gun.
So Jim and I were talking, and the weed eater comment that Jim made is I try to want to not be too far in the weeds, but I don't know that I could get any farther away from the weeds at the command prompt than where I was. So I will endeavor to persevere.
Just thought I'd
So
share.
what we're doing now is we're copying my test message file. Let me show you what's inside the test message file. And we had to update this last time because it didn't like the second field. And this is basically what a raw APRS message looks like. It's the source, it's the network identifier or something to tell the world who I am. And in this case, I'm impersonating APDR15. And then the path, wide 1-1. This basically means just send it once and repeat it once.
One
or
hop.
You can do wide, yeah, one hop. You can do 2-1, which means strip off the two, send it once, repeat it once, strip off the 2-1, leave the 1-1, which then would send it one more time. So it goes two hops out and disappears. And then colon equals, and then the message I want to send, which is test message from Ham Nuggets on YouTube. And the way this Kiss Util works, it's really super low level. I'm going to copy the message to the outbox. And as soon as I do that, we're going to switch over to the Direwolf screen, and Direwolf is going to send it. And we are stuck in transmit for some reason. And this is what happened the other day. But because I'm low power, oh, it stopped. Okay.
It takes a second. I mean, it's only 1,200 baud.
Okay.
It's pretty slow.
So we are sending the message, but I don't know that the message got received. So I'm going to move this over to, I'm going to send it one more time, which is just as easy as up arrow enter. And I don't have this other screen shared out. So let me move this screen out. I'll move that one over. And what I'll do, this is not on the APRS frequency, and it's mirrored. Dang it, Bobby.
Amen, Brother John.
Fix the mirroring.
Drives me crazy.
Which part?
Direwolf, when you run it from the CLI. I mean, I've got mine set up that it runs as a service when the computer starts, so I don't ever see it anymore. I just tail the log. But man, when you're messing with it, trying to get it set up, that damn white screen and multicolored text, it's like, who thought that was a good idea?
Flip horizontal. This is my left hand, this is my right hand, and it looks backwards on my screen now.
It's straight here.
You know what it is? It's Restream mirroring the camera.
Yes.
So I unmirrored it in OBS so it could be remirrored in Restream. Yay. All right, it works. We're on the right side. So now when I look at something, you can read it properly.
Yes.
Check that out. That came from a friend of mine at Huntsville Hamfest. That is smoking sexy.
B. Willen has a great question, and
yes,
and Donald has a great point. I agree with as well. 1,200 baud is painful, my brother. Yes, hell, in 2025, 9,600 is like watching grass grow. I don't know. Can we shift APRS to 9,600? The standard is 1,200.
Yeah, APRS does work on 9,700, but nobody is listening.
Yeah, you'd be talking to yourself.
I mean, there are people, but the nationwide standard is 1,200. And this radio still is transmitting, and it should not be transmitting. I think that's a Direwolf setting.
Pinpoint is way easier to set up than Direwolf. But Pinpoint, as far as I know, at this time, only runs on Windows.
And then it stopped. It doesn't take that long for an APRS message to go through. That was painful long.
Don, that is my quirky clock right there. That's a quirky
QRP.
Clock. Yep.
And Frank has a link for you.
I didn't see James at the show. Not that James.
He normally comes to Dayton. I don't think I've ever seen him at Huntsville.
Okay.
Yeah, there is something going on with my Direwolf config because this is receiving. You can see the chevrons up there. So I'm still transmitting from the Anytone, and it just stopped. Something's going on there. But that means we're getting something out because I can hear it. I don't know if my noise canceling is gonna. It's got a long tail. Menu, radio settings.
And Frank just dropped a link for Quirky QRP. in the chat. Thank you, Frank. And Freddie makes a very good point here. Slap the like button. It's free and will not give you ring around the collar.
That's a very old reference.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Yes. It's a 80s commercial.
Might be older than 80s. I'm not sure. Because I think that commercial came on during Lawrence Welk on Sunday night.
I saw it. It might be older than 80s. You're right.
I'm not sure.
I gotta sneeze.
Yes, John. Corky is the home of the Pota yoga mat.
Yes.
And Don wants to hit the other one. He does that when Jeem is on. Thank you, Don. Freddie says 70s too, so.
This thing keeps transmitting messages.
Is it retransmitting the same one?
Yeah, I sent it twice, and now it's sending it twice for each one of the times. It's sending it its own number of times for each one of the times that I sent it. So I'm going to kill Direwolf. It went QRT. I'm going to start Direwolf again.
Hank, you make it home okay?
That died, so we'll start that again. Menu. Why are you still transmitting? I don't think it's the computer that's causing the transmitting. Frogskin camo shoes are working nice.
Luke is a fashion plate. I mean, he looks like a biker because he kind of is a biker, but he's a fashionable biker.
I turned the squelch up. I turned the squelch down to troubleshoot something else, and that wasn't the answer.
I wonder if I can go back to the other stream and see if anybody's there.
I don't think it ever got started.
No, it doesn't show started.
So I should get an improperly formatted message on the Direwolf screen right here. I guess you guys can't see that right there, this screen. Okay. There we go. I got it. And it's complaining that I'm loud, but I'm like within standing distance of the radio. So I sent the message from TO Red, which is this machine. Okay. So that's the appropriate speed of an APRS message. Could you hear that, Jim?
Yeah.
Okay. So it buzzes in, buzzes out real quick. Something
Yes.
we're doing in Direwolf is making it go long. So let's take a look at that. I don't even know what to look for in here.
I don't see anyone in the other stream except you and me under participants. And I just posted the correct link to this in that Phantom stream, so.
We got 131 people over here. Y'all made it.
I think they're all
smart.
here. I think they're all here.
I don't have a second audio device or a third one. So this radio here isn't decoding APRS either. Menu, channel. Okay. Back to trying to figure out what's going on here.
Frank, she does. I told her before I left for Huntsville. She has not seen the video yet. Carlos records in 4K 60, so there's 24 gigabytes of, 15 minutes worth of video total, maybe 20. And we're in the process of getting it transferred from Carlos to me. But yeah, she knows. I was commanded by her to text her immediately as soon as I was on terra firma.
Anybody in the chat giving us the answer?
I haven't seen. I'm catching up on the chat. I haven't seen any yet.
Digipeater, Internet Gateway. So Direwolf is pretty cool. You can use Direwolf to make your own Digipeater or iGate. You can make it beacon a specific message. You can have it upload anything it receives to APRS.fi. So if you were in Australia, for example, you could send a message to your local iGate, and then it would send it across the internet to my local iGate, which would then send it back out over RF to me. And in this case, it would be that Direwolf config is my local iGate. I would be my own iGate. I see nothing in here, but that doesn't mean that there's not something in here.
Okay, so, oh my God.
What?
My eyes are burning.
Okay, let's come over here. Let's do copy the test message. It's transmitting, I'm receiving. It's still transmitting for some reason.
That is a long time.
It should be long since over. I mean, you guys saw the message. That's literally all of it right there. Why is it holding? And it just let go. And my radio didn't decode it. Now I can see my radio.
So it's not giving you an error message
No.
at all. Yeah, Glenn. Don has got one where he lives. I'm using Direwolf here for iGate and Digipeater as well. And I don't remember that mine takes that long to transmit, but it's out in the shop, and I don't normally sit out there watching it.
Let me see.
At Dale Miller, no, I've been saying I'm going to jump for a year. I had to lose weight. That was the biggest thing.
Oh, I got a message from Joe Brett. Thank you, Joe.
Yep.
So now I'm doing some more advanced Linux stuff. grep is the global regular expression parser. And I'm asking it, what it does is it searches text files for the text that you specify. I'm asking it to give me all the lines. The up caret means that do not start with the £, because the Direwolf file is heavily commented to help you out. So give me all of the lines in direwolf.conf that don't start with the £.
With the £.
And then you can see it on the screen here. So that leaves a lot of blank lines too, which makes it hard to read. So I'm doing pipe symbol, which means take all the output from command A and shove it into command B, which in this case is sort. And I'm telling sort to show me only the unique lines. So there we go. That's my entire Direwolf config without all the comments to tell me what all this stuff means.
What is the TX limit?
So now we look at the real file, but we know what to look at. So let's go.
Because that's the only one on there of those options I see. That's a good command, by the way. Very clever.
So IGTX limit 610. Finally, we don't want to flood the radio channel. The iGate function will limit the number of packets transmitted during 1 minute and 5 minute intervals.
Yeah, that's not it.
It's not it, no. So if I was in a busy area and I was trying to retransmit all the packets and there was like 300 hams that all flooded me all at once, this would say don't send more than 6 in a 10-minute period. It actually doesn't tell you. Oh, it says don't send more than 6 in 1 minute. Don't send more than 10 in 5 minutes, even if there are more. So that's not the command we're looking for. There probably is a way with grep to do it directly.
Not the command you're looking for.
Yeah. So I can change this modem to be 9600, and immediately we'll be transmitting at 9600 baud, and nobody will listen to us anymore. AGW port is the gateway port for other applications. That's the port that is listening to on a local machine. That's not it. KISS port is the KISS TNC port. So it's listening on port 8001, and that's not something to do with transmission. PTT CM108 is the push to talk method, which does work because the radio is pushing to talking, push to talking, push toing talk. That's like Coles du sac when you pluralize the middle. What is the plural of
attorneys general?
Attorneys general, yeah. What's the
Which drives me crazy?
What do they call it? The past participle?
I think so. Scott
no idea.
is saying it's a TX, maybe TX tail or TX delay settings.
Which there isn't any, but that doesn't
In
mean we can't
Direwolf,
add
is
one.
there in the radio?
He's talking specifically about Direwolf settings, but I went through the functions in the radio briefly, and I didn't see anything. What is a mini key? Oh, okay, I can program the keys on the display of the radio. Channel menu, I'm not using a channel. I'm just straight in VFO mode.
Doc is saying set TX tail in Direwolf.
Yeah.
Marvin has echoed that as well.
So TX tail, and then I'm going to ignore case because Linux is extremely case sensitive, and there's no information about TX tail in here. Next giveaway should be over APRS. I agree, John. Thank you. John's saying that because he's already won, and he actually doesn't have APRS, so now he's like, I'm fine. I don't need to win anything. Okay, so let's just go to KM9G. I'll put it in here, TX tail. And then we got to figure out, let me look up real quick online. Direwolf, TX tail setting. So I'm getting the messages from Joe Brett, who's across the country, coming out of a local iGate digipeater, but I'm not getting the messages coming from, I got one from Frank. I'm not getting the messages coming from my radio in the same room with the antenna above the hand shack. I can hear them, but I can't decode them, so that it's also a message format problem. TX tail, 10 millisecond per unit equals 100 milliseconds, so TX tail of 10. All right, let's set it to 10 for 100 milliseconds and see what happens.
Darren, he's using a CM108, so he doesn't have to use the whole long command.
What are we talking about?
Darren Archer had popped his PTT line up there, and it's nothing like yours, but you're using a CM108.
Yes. Let me see. Get back over to that screen.
And Marvin had mentioned something that I think is valid too. Are we potentially interfering with ourselves? We're getting RF in the board wiring or something?
That's highly possible. That's a really good suggestion, Marvin. We're receiving just fine. And even if I send a message from my radio to the RT95 through the digital interface, it does work. I do receive that message in its improper format glory because I don't feel like typing it all out. But that doesn't mean that the transmitter's not transmitting through. But the transmitter on the RT95 has an antenna on the roof, so there should be enough separation to not have to worry about that. Yep, Doc Brad, that's what I got. Thank you. We set it to 10. I just restarted the service. We have the KISS util up and running. Let's send a message. Transmit. The radio is receiving, and we still have a long tail. Didn't seem like it was as long as it used to be, so maybe it's a little bit better, but we still didn't decode it. I am not digipeating, so I don't have a digipeater line. I'm just receiving and sending. But thank you for the suggestion, Darren. So let's get rid of this.
And roids have been mentioned. So,
well, this isn't 80 meters, so I can't really comment on that.
Not those roids.
Oh.
It's toroids, son. Which you have demonstrated more than once. Toroids on cables is a good thing.
It is. It's a very good thing. But we're still in the prototyping phase. I should be able to get... So, yes, the symptoms that I have run into before is runaway transmit. This is transmitting for a while and then stopping transmit. So we're not getting that kind of interference. That doesn't mean we're not getting interference that's not causing these problems.
So if your oscilloscope will decode RS-232, yeah, yours probably doesn't.
Ken, good to meet you too. I'm going to try and send this message again, and we'll see what happens.
Yes, if we got to meet you at the Hamfest, I enjoyed it. There was probably a bunch of you I didn't get to meet. Sam Weaver, who lives 30 miles up the road from me, I did not meet. So,
yeah, because you were looking at Bill's trailer, the big green ham machine.
Yeah.
And then Sam was over there hanging out, and then you left.
I was tired, son. And I had to go pack. I had a lot
it.
of crap to get loaded, and we were leaving early Sunday morning, so.
So Frank is suggesting that I'm not getting the message because I'm not sending it to myself. My radio is dutifully doing the right thing and ignoring me. So let's do edit the message, and he's saying change this to be KM9G-2. No, what is my radio set to? KM9G-12. And why am I showing you there when I can show you there and you still can't see it?
Can't see that, Bucky. It's tiny.
I'll go ahead and move it for everybody, Jim. You just sit back and relax. So there we go. Call sign KM9G-12.
I'm still chafing. I was adjusting.
Yes, you're very chafing. Ryan, it was good to meet you there too. Ryan, I recognize because his call sign sticks in my head. K-Star.
Right.
And Ryan is just as Louisiana in person as he is on the stream.
Yeah, and you know, it's hard to get to talk to everybody, and there's times, and I feel bad. If you were one of the person that I short-circuited because we were on the move or something, I apologize, but we got a lot of ground to cover while we're there too sometimes.
So there's all the messages that I've gotten from all the things in the area and from I got a message from my chair. Thank you. I got $1. That's not supposed to happen. No money over. Jeremy, the someone at the Enid Handfest is going to be our friend Freddie Mac. Right,
John,
so I'm going to try
exactly.
and send a message to KM9G-12 call sign and see if that matters. And it's receiving, and it's taking forever, and I did not decode it. And actually, I didn't get any audio at all on that.
Did the receive light come on or anything?
It received, but it didn't decode.
Didn't decode it. See, that smells like interference again.
Okay. Let me
wrap the whole thing in tinfoil, Steve.
Okay, sure. Ham nuggets like you've never seen it before.
Right. I mean, it could be the 5G waves. I'm just saying.
All right, I'm going to try and change this message to send it to Frank, if this is the right format. KG6NLW-8.
Hey, Colin, Chris, how are you? Both of you. Digital Analog Ham Radio and our buddy
star.
Colin and VK.
Thanks, John. John's telling me to press star.
We're worldwide. We're covering the remains of the empire.
So this message should go to Frank. I doubt Frank's going to get it. It's still trying to send. Let me see. APRS.fi. Use APRS in the destination field is obsolete. You can help to improve the quality of. Oh, it's yelling at Ronnie. Ronnie, sorry, you just got spanked on APRS nationwide. Tell the sender W4TRI to use proper product identifier from https://github.com/APRS.org/APRS-device ID.
Darren has a random thought.
Oh, Glenn, I got your message.
Is the level pot seated properly in the breadboard? They fit really badly.
It does, and I 100% agree with you. So that might be a thing. Where is my... That was one of the things I wanted to do on the stream, but I was like, we can go very far down the wrong path with the wrong set of assumptions.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is also mixer, which Eamon mentioned and I mentioned last week. We should adjust that down.
Yeah.
Frank hasn't received anything yet.
Yeah, I don't think he will because of the aforementioned. So it's going into PTT mode and it's sending next to nothing because of a bad audio pod connection. That's the next one. Kevin sent me a message. One of the Kevins. One of the Scotts. Let's break it. All right, let's try that. And I'm not even looking at the stream screen. So y'all saw me shove that into the board a little harder. When in doubt, press harder.
That's right. Go faster and harder. That solves a whole lot of problems. And talk slower and louder.
Faster, harder, and slower. These are three things I can't do at the same time.
No, talk louder and slower and push harder and faster.
Glenn says, good evening. And he says, test. So I got all of those. Kevin says, good evening. Ronnie is the one that got yelled at by saying hit star, and then he sent a whole bunch of stars. Apparently his message format was wrong. That's the Storm King iGate. N0NHJ, that's local here. And I know you guys probably can't see that because I'm not... I got to see it too, folks. Tender. KC5 EVE. It's got to be a local. The Sheep. Cimarron iGate.
Patrick, what's up, bud?
YBY saying hello. That Hayden, HAYDN, is a different Hayden. There's the chair, whatever that is. There's the dollar. That's got to be the last dollar road locally. All right, so now I've cleared out all the messages. I have no message indicator, and that message is actually still going to Frank. So let's edit that out and see if it puts in KM9G dash, thank you, 12, which is my red radio. And then we will send.
Oh, something happened.
That was much quicker.
Yeah.
I did not receive it, but it was much quicker. Ronnie, it was the APRS network itself that corrected you.
Shane.
Hey, Shane.
Ventures in Blind Videography.
So that message went out.
No smoke yet, Patrick. Corey, N1 X-Ray Whiskey Sierra, has been a member for 7 months, and he said, keep up the great content. We will try. Failure is always an option here.
It is. Success is not guaranteed. I think I have the wrong message format in my test message. And this radio here is set to only receive stuff from me. Corey, thank you very much.
Now this is interesting. Hold the phone. Stop the presses. Ronnie said he hasn't gotten anything.
Yeah,
but
so that was the
you
message. W4TRI. Oh, I spelled it wrong. W4TRI. There it is. Here it is, Ronnie. This is what I was talking about. The I think the M004 is what it's complaining about. So whatever program you're using is the thing that's wrong. Not you specifically, but I just had to call you out because I could. Let's see.
And Frank's telling you your direwolf's not transmitting at all. It's not seen in the message list.
Yes, I have the wrong format. Oh, I got a message from Eamon.
That one came a ways.
I got one from Glenn in Australia also.
That's
Technically,
probably
Glenn's a little farther.
That's a little farther than Eamon.
Good luck from Norn Iron. He actually says, let me switch that up. Jim's watching. He spells it just like he would have said it too. And then Frank got in the way. Come on, Frank.
Frank?
Come on, Frank. There.
Stop it.
AC8XU. Trying to show the people something. Look at that. He spells just like he talks.
Northern Iron, pal. Northern Iron. I can't really do an Irish accent. I apologize, Eamon.
All right. Give me a... How do I even find out what the format of an APRS message is? I know. Let's ask AI.
AI.
All right. Let me... Can I even do this? Can I break it out in its own window? Got your message. Looks like you're checking in. Great. Share. Copy. I don't want to copy. It came back in Korean. Open link in new tab. Nope. Huh. That's not going to work either. I think somebody just keyed up voice on what's it called? There we go. Okay, now I figured it out. Now I can share it out. Let's go replace screen sharing with the test message tab. There we go. Okay, great. Now let's go to the stream and make that the big one. And where is that tab? There it is. Does that look better for you guys? It does look better for you guys. Now I got to find it again. There it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I am sending an APRS message from KM9G-2 to KM9G-12. We were going to do this at the Huntsville Hamfest, but Gigaparts decided to remove it from the schedule, so we didn't get to do it. So this is actually pretty cool. We're going to do this in real time. Your AI results are largely based on your ability to formulate complete sentences that are intelligible to AI. So the better you speak, the better results you get.
Right.
So I'm going to be very pedantic in my message here. I'm sending an APRS message from KM9G-2 to KM9G-12. I'm using backticks to tell it. Backticks are the grave character, which is underneath of the tilde character, which is to the left of the one key on your keyboard. Kissutil, and my message format looks like this currently. Let me get my message format from my other window over here.
And our friend Meshtastic Dave has popped in.
Hey,
he
Dave.
Just got home. Dave was the star of FDIA on Wednesday.
I am not receiving the message, and I believe it is formatted improperly. Please type properly. Adjust the message to be in the proper format. I am using Direwolf as my AGW client to receive the message from the command line and send it over the radio waves.
Frank is pinging me about this.
All right, so it's telling me the colon equals is wrong. It is used for position reports with message text attached. APRS text messages have their own specific format. The general APRS text message format looks like this: source, destination, path, colon, curly bracket, source, colon, message, colon, curly bracket, message ID. But the most common simplified form, no message ID, no ACK, is source, dest, path. So it's giving me all the background on what I did wrong, and now it's going to give me some correct examples. KM9G-2 to the APRS network, wide 1, colon, KM9G-12. So let's just copy that for word for word. And then let's change the screen share over to the other window, this one. And then let's edit that. And we'll wipe it out. Who cares? It was wrong. And we'll put in that one. And then we will CP to the outbox. And am I getting it? I'm receiving a message. I'm not decoding it. Oh no, I did get it. Ooh, KM9G-2. Hold on. Jim's not paying attention again. KM9G-2, and then Jim sent me a message too. Jim was doing the thing he was just yelling at everybody else for doing.
I'm special.
All right, are you ready for this? Are we ready to end the stream now? Ed, no matter where you go, there you are. Thank you, Ed. Now I can look at my own message. It works!
Sweet.
So it was the message format. So everything is
Formatting.
fine. Awesome. And somehow the screen share disappeared, and I didn't disappear it. And I bet you can still see it in the lower corner.
Which I see your desk screen share, and I have that one.
Yes. And now I can't see that at all. Restream bug number 2 for the night. We are successful, and Restream has failed us twice.
You can't see. We all see that.
Now I'll shoot you a screenshot of what I can see on Discord.
Hang on, I'm looking at the YouTube stream. I'm waiting for it to catch up. And there I am flipping it. Yeah, we see your black screen in YouTube. Frank, you have to say success in Klingon with a fist raised.
Kapla. I think that's, I don't know. I think that means like, good luck. Good journey or something.
All I can remember is Choi Ichu, which I think means beam us up. I'm not really sure.
Choi Ichu.
Yeah, something like that.
It's from Star Trek 3. Ed again.
Hey, Richie.
Ed sent me a test. Thank you, Ed. I received it. But did I receive it over on the screen that I can't see? KM9G12, acknowledge message number from AC3IK. KM9G12, acknowledge message. So my radio is sending acknowledgments back to you guys so you guys can see it. Don sent me a message. Don is using the same thing that Ronnie's using. Use of APRS in the destination field is obsolete. You can help. I bet I did the exact same thing when I sent my message. Let me see my message because I used APRS in the destination field, I think. One ping only. That's from Jim. No, mine was fine. Awesome. Okay, well, we have proven that you can do this the hard way by wiring stuff in yourself on a breadboard. And I'm actually pretty amazed. So we have the, Jim, can you put this one on the screen? I can't even interact with it anymore.
Yeah. Done.
Colin, it is not. It is not at all. Okay. Let me get my stuff out the way here. And what we're going to do, we're going to do a zoom. Oh, yeah.
Beauty.
Okay. So this is our PTT circuit, and you can see the little transistor down there. Your transistor is basically an on-off switch. That little black half soda can looking thing it's basically an on-off switch. We're sending the signal through from the digital interface, which is now off the screen, from the digital interface over here through the, making sure I don't have this backwards, through this resistor here, which then activates the transistor, and the transistor says, I heard you, and I'm going to connect these two wires together, which is connecting the PTT line on the radio, which I'm pointing to that you guys can't see because I'm zoomed in too far, to the ground line, which means it's active low. So when the signal goes low, when the signal goes quiet, PTT opens up. So that turns on the PTT. These other two circuits here are audio in and audio out. And this is where it gets a little tricky, because audio out from the speaker of the radio goes to the microphone on the computer. And if you do audio from the speaker on the radio to the speaker on the computer, two things are talking at once and no one's listening. So it doesn't work. So you have to mentally do that crossover in your head, and you have to physically do it on the wires. And when we did this with Hayden uses yellow for one side of that and white for the other side. So we crossed it over with the yellow and the white wires. This white wire here goes off in the distance. I'm zoomed in way too much. This white wire goes off in the distance to another breakout cable that I have, which takes a TRRS signal and turns it into these screw terminals. So I've got this wire attached into the screw terminal, and gray is just what I had, and Hayden would disapprove, but he's not here, so TS.
Yeah, Tango Sierra.
Yes.
Ken Lewis had an interesting question. Is the destination field specific to the hardware you have?
The destination is the person you're talking to. So I would like to disagree authoritatively, but I'll disagree with about 87% authority.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't make sense, because I wouldn't necessarily know what hardware you're using for APRS. Right? I could be using my UV Pro, I could be using my 5D, or God help me, I could be trying to do it on the 500.
Yes. With your ABC keyboard instead of your QWERTY keyboard.
Well, never mind that. The fact that the screen's so damn tiny.
So Frank, try and send your message to -2. We're still using Direwolf, so we're still not going to see much, but we'll see it on the screen. KM9G-2 is the Direwolf machine. KM9G-12 is the HT. So back to the audio circuits, it's the same thing on the other side. We've got these trim pots here, which are doing our audio isolation.
There's all the messages that TO is getting.
Yeah, it might be too loud, it might be too quiet, so I can use those white trim pots and turn the volume up and turn the volume down. And because of the way those guys are designed, they're also providing electrical isolation between the two. And if you guys don't want to do this on hard mode, on fun mode, we also have the Toads DI6, and this does all the same stuff with the header pins here. And then this is all the same circuit, but it's all surface mount components and pluggable stuff, and turns it into the semi-industry standard audio interface. So we'll do that in a future episode as well. But that's another thing that we can do. And then they sandwich nicely on top of each other, as if we had designed it as such.
That's crazy pants. Look at that. So fancy.
In your kit, when you order this, you get the female headers that go on the daughter board, and I've already got some solder in the hole, so I can't shove it in and show you. And then you get some male headers that go in here, and then they sandwich together, and ta-da! When we designed this, we didn't use the right hole size. It should be an M3 as the kind of the standard standoff size. So you might need to do a little bit of drilling out, but these things are ground connections, so it's not going to hurt them to drill them a little bit. And then we'll get that fixed in a later revision, but we're hams. We can fix this stuff ourselves.
All right. Success.
Test message to KM9G-2 from W1KAL. Thank you. Yaesu Radios, good morning from Kalala Bay. That's Glenn, VK2HTV. If you share out my Linux terminal, the white screen.
Yeah.
I'm highlighting these guys. So that's Glenn, VK2HTV-9. Congrats on a successful Nugget stream from Eamon. And then this is
Scott's dropped a message to us above where you are. Ham till it hurts. Good job, Nuggets. Yeah. Ham till it hurts.
So Eamon's coming up over the internet. He's going out the S-King, the Sky King, I forget what it's called because I'm not local to the area, via APDR16,
Storm
TCP/IP.
King.
Storm King, that's right.
That's a mountain there in Colorado.
Yeah.
That's where.
And so it's the mountain that these things are sitting on top of. These iGates are sitting on top of. DigiPeters. Got a message from Ham Till It Hurts, K0WAV. Good job, Nuggets. Thank you.
That would be from Arkansas. So we've got Ireland, Arkansas, Australia,
California.
Cali. Mm-hmm.
And he used his iPhone, APRS.fi, or he used the website. Test from APRS. Thank you, Frank. Australia again. And so it's going to repeat these until we get an acknowledgement, and I don't think my radio is sending out an acknowledgement. But that's a Direwolf configuration issue. W1KAL. EK2HTV. Eamon again. Yeah, excellent. That was a fantastic journey, y'all.
We're both wrong about the. I just sent you a message.
On Discord?
No, in APRS.
Oh. Well, I guess it should be over here. W5CBW, gotcha. W3BL. Hit the button. Testing 2-2. Thank you. Yeah, I don't see your message yet, Jim.
Should be the last one.
It should be.
I sent it to -12.
-12 is the red radio. I'm looking there. I got one from John. I got one from Frank. I got one from Arbery.
I mean, that's why I've been sending messages to -12.
I have received them. I just didn't receive the last one. The DB6 is my jam from W5CBW. That's right. VE5SAR, I got one from Jody just telling me, like, hey, here's the time. Got one from Don, same thing. KL, okay. Oh, because I guess those messages aren't destined for me. Another one from John. Hit the button. WT1W-12.
Yeah, that's my phone.
Another one from Frank. Yeah, these messages are repeating. Hello from Alaska. We got one from Alaska. KL4DW. There's the WT1W12. Kapla.
Kapla!
Got it. Took a while.
Well, I also sent one to your other one, too.
I'll technically see both of them because the Direwolf screen is running in promiscuous mode.
Okay.
Promiscuous meaning it just listens to everything and tells you everything.
Right.
It's just eavesdropping.
Oh, see, LinoDev tells us that this fake second stream does not have all your links, TO, so you'll have to rectify that.
Well, once I get this done, I'll combine them into one and delete the one that didn't actually stream.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Pinpoint. Somebody using Pinpoint. We did that on the show a while back, I think.
I love
if not,
Pinpoint.
Jim did a video.
I love Pinpoint. It does all the things.
That's the Windows only version.
Yeah, but it's like 10,000 times less annoying than Direwolf.
Yeah, well, Direwolf is designed to be all things to all things. It's not actually an APRS client. It's a TNC, terminal node controller in its own right. And
as is Pinpoint. As is Pinpoint, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll digipede, it'll iGate, it'll TNC. Yes. And there's other options. There's Yak and there's APRS IS and yada yada yada. Zaster, right. I do wish you'd fix your audio level.
Me? Oh, on my computer?
Yeah.
We'll get there.
So it quits vetching.
That wasn't tonight's show.
Right.
If I stop sharing, if I replace screen sharing with a window of that and share, nope. Let me stop sharing. Okay. Let me share the window again. Share. Oh, I can see it now.
That's weird.
It's a restream bug. Like you all could see it. Jim, you could see it.
Yeah.
I literally can see that there's a space where it should be, and I can't interact with it.
Great job, Tio. 85 attention.
Ha! Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was Freddie on the talk pod.
That was Freddie on the poon.
On the poon.
The link poon.
I can't get mine to connect up. Freddie, are you on guard? 121.5?
Yeah, 121.5.
I'll try and hit him.
Freddie Mac, thank you, my friend.
I cannot get this thing to work, Freddie. and I've put it on 2 different external antennas that are outside the house.
Come on back, Freddie.
Come on back. Come on back.
So while we're waiting, he's gonna break in right when I stop talking about him and start talking about John's comment. John says DigiPi has a lot of direwolf and related stuff ironed out. Would you believe DigiPi is KM6LYW Craig out
Craig
in California?
does a great job with that.
Does a fantastic job. He's been on Nuggets with us before. Craig has a set of these boards in his hands, and he is
That
updating.
terrible Alabama internet. Y'all doing good.
Hey,
Come on, y'all.
has nothing to do with my internet, you Oklahoma Hill person.
Hill person. So anyway, Craig is integrating the Toads DI and the DI6 into the DigiPi software, and that should be out here real soon.
Oh, that's awesome. That'll be cool. DigiPi is great.
Yeah, I don't know if this one's working. This is the TID radio.
It sounded like Joe Brett.
Heard you loud and clear, YBY.
Glenn Poon has the same meaning here that it does there.
Yeah.
Anyway, the other one, still don't continue.
Yeah, Poon has a different meaning here too. I told them not to name it that, but they already did it. Don is asking if it works over voice over Wi-Fi. This specific model does not. However, TalkPod has like 8 different models, and they also have the software you can just load on your Android or iPhone directly and don't even need a radio. But the cool part about this is it looks like a radio, and I can just type in a new frequency. We're on 121.500, but if you change that over to like 146.5200, you're on the national calling frequency for the US. It's not ham radio at all. It's virtual ham radio. But this is really cool for people who aren't allowed to set up antennas and do not want any DMR or hotspot nonsense. You turn it on, type in a frequency, and you push to talk, and it works. And that's it. And I'm not talking about MCOM.
I would love to use mine, but I'm getting an error message.
And that was something you got on another version of those radios too. The little antenna is for cellular. This is push to talk over cell.
And I'm gonna put on the little antenna again and see if it changes its words. I'm gonna go outside after the show and see if I can get it to come back up. I've had it working, and I talked to some geese on 14652.
You probably talked to the other Steve from Maine.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's always there.
And I have no idea who I talked to. I don't remember. But I don't know. I mean, I think we've gotten some hate over these. T.O. has gotten some hate, which is just ridiculous. If it offends you, don't use it, right? I don't like watching the Mets and the Yankees. They offend me, so I don't watch them. There you go. Same thing, right?
Okay.
But I think the use case is pretty good. T.O. mentioned, if you're HOA or you're, in a retirement community where you can't really put up antennas or do real radio, whether it's DMR, D-Star, whatever, you can still talk on these, and you can make up your own frequency on the fly, and it can be private between you and your buddy. If you have little kids that you want to have comms with, give them one of these things. They can't TikTok on this. No face chat. No Snapbook. None of that there foolish twit face stuff.
Thank you, Ed.
And they're actually really cheap when you look at the cost of the cell service amortized over. I mean, it's like $30 a year to recharge these. So, I mean, and it's unlimited talk. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, is it a radio? No, well, yeah, it is. It's cell phone radio.
Oh, South Dakota, Marvin. Got a message from him. Thank you, Marvin.
Yeah, I'm still getting the error message. I'm going to try it outside on the regular antenna and see if I can get it to work. Right, Ryan? Although my daughter has moved from Roblox to Sims, she spends much more time in Sims now. She has I think she's a slumlord. She has 5 houses she's managing. And she spends...
Get her started young. I love it.
And there's she wants to be like Uncle Steve when she grows up and manage real estate. She spends a lot of time setting up fashion for the females too. I think the guys just wear whatever's in the clean smelling pile on the floor, but the girls she dresses. Richie, this is a beta. T.O. dropped a video on this yesterday or today.
This
This
morning,
is the
yeah.
TalkPod N97 Plus, and these are in beta, so they're not released yet. N39 Plus. Oh yeah.
They do.
So-
I think they have an N97 Plus. It's a different radio.
and these are what's called POC, push to talk over cell. So it's not really a 2-meter radio. It is literally only a cellular connection with a radio-shaped front end instead of a phone-shaped front end. And if you look on Amazon, and I've reached out to a couple of companies on Amazon, there are actually POC radios that have 2-meter and 440 in them as well. And I want one of those, but I'm not going to buy one. I don't fold the kind of paper that, other people fold. So I also don't have his marketing savvy.
KC3WOZ is telling me to press star again. I love it.
I do not know, Ken, if this is Android. I don't think it is. It doesn't feel
This
like
is
Android. It's
really not.
custom something.
But they do have a version that does. I wonder what poon means in whatever language they are speaking.
We have a
I don't want to
lady,
assume their nationality.
we have a lady at work whose last name is literally Poon. Literally.
And her
That's
first
what-
name is Susanna, and you gave her email address of Spoon.
I've told that story, yes.
Yeah.
Her
I don't think
first name's
was it
not-
really Susanna?
No, it's not really Susanna, but I'm not going to say her name on stream. But yeah, her email address is Spoon at my company. So, yeah. And my minion refers to her as Spoon when he's talking about her. I had to go fix Spoon's phone today. Bless her heart.
Get Tim's message again.
Yeah, I don't
So
think...
I did another soda with this radio. Go ahead.
No, I was just prattling. And Freddie said single use, no Android.
Yeah, but again, they do make bigger, better, faster, deeper radios.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado with all of its mountains is a great place for APRS.
Right. Share with us the story of the email you got today that you shared with me in our Discord chat earlier this afternoon before the show.
The guy that was retired.
Yeah, that guy. Share that
Oh.
information.
Yeah, so somebody sent in a message saying that they were recently divorced and retired and collecting Social Security, and that's why they couldn't afford to buy whatever it was they were buying. And it's like, why did you retire if you are not able to afford things?
Well, that was not all he said. He was bitching about he's programmed it and it's not scanning right and it doesn't work, and he's in an area with mountains and he's old.
Yeah.
And
Another radio that I tried to make it do something it wasn't designed to do, and it's your fault that it didn't work. Not it's
Yeah.
my fault for asking a fish to ride a bicycle. It's your fault for making a bicycle that doesn't produce fish.
Richie, which one did you put in your list? Did you look on Amazon? Because there's some nice ones that are 440 and POC. Those are
That
really
would be pretty neat.
cool. And what I
I'm
would like to
surprised
find,
they allow you to do that.
I was kind of curious about it too. I'm also curious if it interfaces with the PSTN, and you could put in a regular you could type in a cell phone number and it would interconnect with
So
the cell phone.
this does, I mean, it's push to talk over cell. This does have a cell phone number attached to it, but when you call it, it just rings and hangs up on you.
I was going to try that. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did the other day because
That
Joe Brett and
answered
I
my
were
question.
talking.
Yeah. Some people need to be forced into retirement, Don.
Yeah. Walmart will hire.
That's right. Someone needs to pass out buggies. And what is annoying is he's my age. I mean, the guy, I think the message said the guy was 62, like he's almost dead. I just jumped out of an airplane Friday. All good.
And you're not even 62 yet.
No, I'm almost 63.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be 63 in November.
See, Liberty's got the right attitude. Liberty doesn't come out and say, I'm on a fixed income, I can't afford that. He's like, I know where I am, and I am comfortable in my selfedness.
Yeah.
And that's the way everybody should be. And I don't want to say bad things about people. That's not the point of this. But there are people who are proud of their status,
Right.
and there are people who should be proud of their status. Party on, Garth. Thank you, Tim.
Well, it's the fish bicycle thing. I mean, maybe it was in that message. I can't remember, but several people have asked me on videos about HTs. Can I use this as a scanner? Yes, technically it will scan. You'll be very sad if you use it as a scanner because it's really slow. It's not made to be a scanner, you know? So.
All right, Richie.
I don't know.
Yeah, Richie's got the other talk pod. I think he's got that N95 or whatever.
Yeah. And James, thank you for being a member for 41 months. That's awesome. Oh my God, I just realized something. Is Andy Cowley not here tonight?
What?
I have not seen Andy.
Andy, I hope you're all right. Andy might have had to finally take a break from being on every single live stream and every single premiere and in watching every single video. He probably had to go to the bathroom or something.
Right. Andy Cowley, we're thinking about you, brother. All right. We ready to engage the...
Hit the button? Yeah, we're 16 minutes past time anyway. We got to give these poor people their evening back.
Say bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.